And we're live. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot going on. I think I'm going to start changing the way I do things as well. Anyway, welcome to Beyond Babbitt. This is your host, Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. There's a lot on our plate today. We better enjoy these last few days of sunshine and because tribulation is upon us. So how are y'all doing today? All right. Let's jump into it. Let's get right into it. Let's first. There's so much in the news. It's really not a lot of news today. It's just more details to the stuff that's already been reported. So really, let's start off with the California wildfires. That thing is just, man. My heart goes out to those people. It's a lot that I found out. First, I found out that, like the Kardashians, their house was, what was it, 40 something or 50 something million. Kim and Kanye. I said Kanye Kardashian, might as well. But anyway, they have an insurance company with private insurance. Their house caught on fire. You saw them escaping. You saw Kim escaping. Right? Yeah, big state. And so, man, they flew in a private firefighter force. Private firefighters flew them in on a helicopter to the Kardashians' house to protect it. They dug a ditch around it, sprayed anti-foam retardant, anti-fire retardant, cut down the foliage. They did all this during the midst of it, of all this fire and smoke, the total hell scenario. Yeah, so the Kardashians have mighty good insurance. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, they flew in a private firefighting force to save that house. And some of the other neighbors might have benefited from that as well. But I've never heard of anything like that. I've heard of private security. Uh oh. Uh oh. Yeah, I believe something's going to happen. So yeah, the Kardashians, man, that just let you know, man. Money, when you got money, yeah, something is about to happen. This is what we talked about, guys. We blessed. Who was that? Queen Elizabeth. I think it was maybe 2 years ago. She said something like, "Enjoy your Christmas." She said, "Marfugal, yeah, I haven't watched them today, but I every now and then I tune into Marfugal News." But Queen Elizabeth II said, "Enjoy your Christmas. This may be your last one." That was about a year or two ago. So it means they're a little off schedule, but this might be the year. And we may not even get to Christmas before they bring the house down. But back to what I was saying about the Kardashians and Kanye West. I never knew it was such insurance, man. It just goes to show, some people have all this privilege, and money. Money can buy you people to come in and risk their lives to save your house while you escape. They're still in, the other people fleeing out of the fire. These people come to the fire to babysit a house. You know what I mean? Anyway, so what I found out this morning. So not only, it's like the guy the other day who was in Florida who lost everything. Who was saying tribulation is on us. The people in California, I'm sure, feel that the tribulation is upon us because not only did a lot of people lose everything in the fire. Even if you have insurance, it takes what, weeks, months, sometimes years to get everything back, to find the paperwork, the file claims and all this other stuff. These people are still living in shelters and stuff, trying to find somewhere to live, moving with family members, moving to other states, and they got the money in hotels or whatever. So the shelters are full in California. All the shelters are full. And so the first loss is the people losing their houses and cars and the dead people. Wow. Wow. Man, this is whew, it's about to happen. So the first loss of the loss of life, some people had to leave their pets behind. And I was watching, who was that the other day? James Munder is a wine ranch that caught on fire, and they had exotic animals there like giraffes and big stuff you can't put in your car. So they tried to make a little space for them and leave them some water, but they had to evacuate and leave the animals. And people were saying, "Oh, those people are trash. They evac." Well, I mean, what are they gonna do? I mean, this is a fire. It ain't like time. You don't have time to call and be like, "Hey, send me a truck or something that can fit this giraffe so we can get it out." No, ain't nobody coming through the fire and then going back. No, you get what you got and go. Yes, and I was just going to get to that. So you lost the loss of life. You leaving your pets behind. You losing your material things, cars, houses. The shelters are full, and then a freaking virus breaks out. It's called the norovirus, and it's spreading like hotcakes. I've never heard of it before, norovirus, and it's in California, so it's like a plague or something. So not only have you lost all these material things, maybe you lost some family members or your pets or whatever. Now you go to the shelter thinking, oh well, we halfway through it, it's almost over, and then some sick people in there spreading a norovirus. Man, you know what I'm saying? It's just wave after wave. Wow. I mean, that's bad, man. That's bad. I mean, this is right here in America. I mean, this type of stuff has been going on since 2010, but it wasn't at our doorstep. It was all in Syria, it was in Egypt, the Arab Spring, and then it moved to Europe, and it's always somebody else. It's at our doorstep now. It's here now. It's here now. So my heart goes out to them people, man. Pray for these people, man. And it's tough, and it's not gonna let up. This is the new normal. Get used to it. It's not gonna let up. Okay, and then the migrants arrived at the border, Tijuana, to San Diego, the border fence right there. And they were disrespectful. Ooh, they were climbing all on the rails and whistling at the troops on the border. They are armed. Yeah, they were just clowning. It was like they was having a big party. And then who knows how long you have to watch them. They might sit there all night. If the soldier dozes off, they're gonna jump down and they're gonna run. And who knows? It's gonna get set off, guys. This is about to happen. And what's so bad about it, the migrants were being escorted by the Mexican police. All the way up to the gate, all the way up to the border fence. You got Mexican police, protecting these migrants, protecting the invaders. I told you Mexico was not our friend. Mexico is not an ally. Mexico is on the B sides, on the opposition side. Yeah, Mexico is in cahoots with all our enemies because they are our enemy. Okay, we're not through. It's a lot of other stuff to go. We got chaos um, in Europe. The migrants over there acting up, but this is something different because Theresa may be gone. Theresa May is the Prime Minister of the UK who voted, the people voted for the Brexit for Britain, the UK to exit the European Union. Well, she's been stalling for 2 years, trying to, work with them. Oh, wait, we got to do, oh, wait. Man, them people pissed off. They must have heard our conversation that we had yesterday when I said they're not getting out. They're not going to be allowed to leave because today, Theresa May baby out. Just like they booted Merkel, they booted Theresa May. She had so many people in her cabinet to quit. I was like, something like 2 key members to just quit and walk away. Oh yeah, she's out of there. She's out of there. And them people are like, we want out now. And they, well, wait. They're like, wait. We can, we're gonna work this out. Give us another 2 years, and the stall tactic. They're like, no, we want out now. And now it's the domino effect. Italy, Italy is now saying we want to leave the EU, the European Union. Italy is saying we don't want to be in it no more. We want to leave. And now you remember a couple of months ago, this summer, I believe that was around August, September, Italy was in bad financial trouble. And the U.S. was supposed to bail Italy out. We were supposed to give them a huge amount of money to help them get on their feet. And at the time, Turkey was also going through financial trouble, and Germany was supposed to bail out Turkey. So we don't know if the bailouts actually happened or what. But so what Macron was talking about yesterday, talking about we need a EU army and all this stuff, that's starting to fall apart. And Macron wants to run the entire EU. Merkel got ousted, got booted, but she wants to run it, and she doesn't run it. She wants someone from Germany to run it. So things are starting to fall apart, guys. And then, yeah. And then to add insult to injury, we have to discuss Alex Jones, man. Alex Jones. So we see what they did to him this year, right? They basically, he's in a black hole somewhere. He's been delisted from the internet. They got him off of YouTube. All the social media, they booted him off. Then they started messing with his website. It went down for a while. And he's back up and running and doing his shows. But now they find malware on Alex Jones' website within the last 24 hours. And they said, Alex Jones has released a statement or something saying like only 1,600 customers were affected. That's how much business he gets in one day, 1,600 customers. And he said these were reorders. So their credit card information may not have gotten out, but someone put malware in the InfoWars store, where he sells his products. That's how he's surviving now. They kicked him off everything else. They kicked him off every other platform, and he has no other way to make money. He didn't have like a physical store, like a brick and mortar. So the only other way is his website. And that's what he's been doing. It's still been surviving, but yeah, they trying to tarnish him. They done hacked his site and put malware and stealing his customers' credit card information. And who knows what they're gonna do with it? You know what I mean? So it's good they caught it. It's only been 24 hours. It's good they caught it. 1,600 customers may be affected. And I heard somebody talking trash about, his products are trash anyway. I have to disagree. I bought some colloidal silver from Alex Jones. Worked like a son of a gun. And his nascent iodine. Best iodine I done ever tried. Wow. Power went out? What city and state are you in? It's been trouble with, I've been hearing it's been a lot of trouble with internet service and cell phones all over the country. Manassas, Virginia, okay. Anybody else had a power outage or anything unexplained? Let me know. Because I know this happened in Dallas a few weeks ago. Booms? Uh-oh. See, we don't know if this is, because they say that the sun let off some CMEs the other day, coronal mass ejections, solar flares. It's the same as the EMP. It can fry everything electrical. So it's done it in the 1800s. It did it before. So we don't know if this is coming from space. We don't know if these are the invaders who get in here destroying our infrastructure. We don't know if this is the elite just going along with the plan to push us all into these big mega cities. But it's going down. Oh, look here. Okay, let's do this. My battery, man. I just had the thing at 90%, and here it is already low. Yeah, right. Okay. Now we got juice. Okay, so we don't know What's going on? We don't really know. All we know is it's happening now. It's not going to be in 2019, 2020. I was listening to, was that Mattis or somebody? Saying, "Oh yeah, we'll probably be at war with China in 15 years." It was 7 or 15 years, something outlandish. Man, try 7 days or 7 weeks or 7 months. You talking about 7 years and 15 years? Come on, man. Come on, man. The New World Order gonna be up and running by then. It'll be one government by then. It won't be different nations. It'll be one government when they get this thing up and going. So, so Brexit is messed up. Theresa May may be gone. Italy wants out. Malware on InfoWars, and it's stealing credit card information. And let's just talk about what's going on. I mean, we got the campfires. Oh, and the snow, man, the East Coast has been hit. Man, was a guy showed that he was in Philadelphia. Ooh, he was digging out snow. He was shoveling snow, guys. You see what I'm in a sweater, right? Because it was cold this morning. Oh, if I got a t-shirt under it, that would be good. I would be good. But on the East Coast, oh, they got hit with a winter storm. A winter storm. The West Coast is burning up. And not only that, the fires in California, radioactive. They're putting radiation in the sky. Now so we have different reasons. They're saying, oh well, it got close to a chemical plant or close to a radiation plant or something, and that's why. And others are saying that there was a chemical spill, a radiation spill, like 40 years ago in California, and the radiation was just sitting in certain areas along the grass line and trees and stuff like that, the tree line. And once they caught on fire, well, then it got airborne. Who really knows? They may have been spraying it on the people, dropping it on the people. This could be part of the population reduction. They want to get us down to 500 million. That's not the U.S. That's the world. It's over 360 million people in the U.S. by itself. They want the whole world at 500 million, and it's on now. Game is on. And I found out, kind of off topic, but kind of on topic. They putting out GMO marijuana. GMO marijuana. Yeah, I heard about that. They keep changing the story about where the fire started and how it started. We're not gonna get the truth. But so we know that marijuana. They found out that the CBDs in marijuana cures cancer. Yeah, they've been able to cure all kinds of cancers from melanoma, testicular, breast cancer, you know, stuff in your brain, and all kind of stuff, man. That they found out glaucoma. That's all cure. They make it illegal. Pharmaceutical companies will go broke. So let's make it illegal. You get all these sicknesses, you got to come to us. You notice doctors don't cure anything; they treat things. I don't know of one sickness or one disease that they can actually heal or cure. They just treat them. So in other words, you keep coming back, getting these pharmaceuticals, pharmakia, which means sorcery, translated sorcery. Pharmakia is the Greek word, translated sorcery in the Bible. So job security. Job security. That's why they make marijuana illegal. They rather put you on opiates. You got to have it. And it's not going to heal nothing. It's not going to cure nothing. You just got to have it. Take the pain away for a few minutes. And it has a double addiction. So yeah, Monsanto actually is getting into the marijuana business. And they're getting GMO marijuana together. And they said they're going to up the THC levels. They're going to strip the CBDs. The healing factor, the stuff that cures the body. Your body has a CBD system, cannabinoidable. I forgot. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, a CBD system, and that's the only thing. It has CBD receptors. meant for the CBDs and the marijuana to cure the body, heal the body, repair the body, and they're stripping it. Exactly, Devil Dog. We're protecting the opium in Afghanistan. So let's talk about this war, man. What's I heard? The other day I said North Korea, Kim Jong Un was in Cuba. Actually, I believe the Cubans had sent a delegation to North Korea, but the same results. Same results, and they said they're not in line, man. Q is lying, man. And Cuba is dealing with the Russians, the North Korea, the Chinese. The invasion is here. Red dawn, red alert, red alert. So they could paratroop in. They could, middle of the night, they can drop soldiers off. And we heard about what they did. We don't know who. They still haven't released who did this. But a few years back, electrical facility got attacked in California. Some people snuck in. They had it marked with bricks. They shot the thing with AK-47s. Made a power outage happen. In and out. No camera footage. Problem was the North Koreans, just to see how easy it was if they could do it. AK-47 took down the whole power grid. So with the power going out, and man, there's so much stuff going on. A lot of people saying, "Oh, my internet not working. My phone won't work, man." Yeah, it's crazy. Definitely crazy. The it's on, and Pence has been making threats to China. We ready for the Cold War, and Trump told them they got to get them missiles and stuff out of the South China Sea because that's international. You can't block them international routes. Pence saying the same thing, and China firing back like, look at this. Okay. Am I here? Can you see me? I see it counting. I can see myself. Hopefully, we'll just keep going. If you can't see me, let me know. If you can or if you can't, so say something. Let me know. Anyway, um, okay, all right, all right. So yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Just think. Let's think like a bad guy. Let's think like one of our enemies. This is what they do know. They do know that this is the busiest shopping season for Americans, right? The Thanksgiving, Christmas, uh, Thanksgiving is next week. Black Friday, the biggest shopping day, and then you got the cyber shopping after that. And they've been finding malware and computer hacks all over the map. I saw a map today, and it shows, man, it's all over, and it's not just the U.S. So they know it's heating up. They robbing and stealing everybody. All these continents, so our enemies know that this is a vulnerable time for us. They know that they know that our mind is not on war right now. We know we around this time of year it's about family and fun and food, festivities, all the F's. You know what I mean? And we're not thinking about no war. We don't want to deal with the migrant army right now. We don't want to deal with the invasion right now. Wait till after Thanksgiving. I think it will. I think it's going to be disappointing. I paid my phone bill, and they were trying to sell me. They were trying to just give me stuff. Oh, here we can. Don't worry about paying. You can pay for it later. I'm like, man, nah, I don't want it. Well, just trying to push it on you. Oh, here it's cheap. Oh, yeah, and everything's cheap. You can. The stuff is not cheap, but they're willing to. You can make payments on it. They'll just bill you monthly and low installments. You know, they just here. You can take this. Oh, you want this? Oh, here, take this too. Just trying to give me all kind of stuff. I don't need that right now. I don't want no extra bills. Shoot. Right, exactly. Man, and just think these crowds, if y'all think the mass shooting has been bad in the past, now we got these bad guys here, these bad players, man. What you think they're gonna do? You know the crowd's already gonna start fighting, right? They're gonna stand up all night, stay out all night, regardless of the weather. Fire, rain, sleet, snow. They don't care. They're gonna be at them stores when they open to get the deals. And they're gonna fight like they do every year. But now you got these bad guys in here. Man, what they gonna do? They're gonna start, who knows if they're gonna just start shooting indiscriminately, stabbing, bombing, who knows? Robbing and stealing. Oh man, the crowds are already, it's a bad place, bad time. I know that's right. Mad Max Apocalypse. Yeah, it's a dangerous time. It's definitely a dangerous time. So they know that if you're gonna sneak attack America, this is the best time of year to do it. Our focus is all off. Nobody's thinking about fighting right now. We don't want to fight during this time of year. Wait till after Christmas. Wait till after New Year's. After all the partying is done. From now until the end of the year, man, it's gonna be so many parties. Probably a party every weekend. Shopping and fun, and it's events the rest of the year. We're not thinking about fighting right now. So our enemies know this. They're not ready right now. Even our military, man, they want to get letters. Right, that would be terrible. That would be terrible. Even our troops that are deployed. I said this. I was talking to my local coin shop. I went in there, was that last week or the week before, and I told them I knew someone who got deployed, right, from one part of Texas to another part of Texas for like 4 months. And he thought it was strange that I would say the word deployed because we're still in the U.S. And I explained to him why I use that word. And lo and behold, today, guess what all the media been saying? They've been using the word troops deployed on the border. And, saying stuff about people deployed in the military, deployed in the U.S. That's a bad sign because that word usually means, when you say deploy, it means you're stationed somewhere, where there's action where you might have to fight. So they're in the U.S. being deployed to the U.S. That means something. That really means something. We're expecting to fight on our land this time, guys. 5,000 U.S. tanks and more. Yeah. More than the immigrants. Supposed to be that's what I forgot. I forgot to load those videos for y'all. Yeah, we will have them. We will have them. But see, if they do it all at once, it's going to wake a lot of people up who weren't prepared to fight, who weren't going to be in the fight. So they'll probably do it in increments. In increments. And I saw, oh man, there was another guy left a comment for me. Because it was somebody on one of my videos, some lady saying, it's not real. It's not real anyway. And he was saying, yeah, it's real. And then he said, this is real. He showed the migrants in Mexico when they were getting on the truck. The truck had the Star of David on it, like an Israeli star. I'm like, man, everybody's in on it, man. They got to bring America down. We're the last holdout. We have a constitution and a Bill of Rights. They don't want that. We have to abandon it. They want us to have one world government, one world religion, one world currency. And Americans are not going for that. I'm not going for it. Just plain and simple, not. Yeah, exactly. The 6-point star. And I'm like, man, dude, this is it. This is it. This is the last holdout. If they can take America down, the new world on. You see, they're already chipping people. People are requesting the chip. They want the chip. They said to make your life easier. Back in the day, it used to be like he forced, well, even the Bible says he causeth all to take a mark. But it's not forcing you to take it. You know what I'm saying? You taking it because you want ease of living. You don't have to remember your passwords. You don't have to remember nothing. It's all in your skin. It's all under your. But now when it gets to the part to where you're going to need this to log in wherever you work, other than that, you're not getting paid. You're going to need this to access your bank account. Other than that, you won't be able to get paid. Jesus will provide. Exactly. Michael Davis, exactly. I definitely believe that. Now, it's one thing I don't believe. I don't believe in a pre-tribulation rapture. All the people like, oh, they keep having dreams every day. Oh, the rapture, rapture, rapture. Okay, I don't believe it because if it was a rapture, somebody would have wrote it in the scripture. It's not in there. Wow, living on the bridge. Okay, so it's say through much tribulation. That's how you enter into the kingdom. That's how you enter into heaven. Yeah, and He will keep us from the evil. He will protect us. You know what I'm saying? He will make provision. He provided for Elijah. The raven fed him. Moses topped the rock and water came out. This is the type of stuff we're gonna see miracles, because we can make all the provisions we want, man. And they got lasers. They can burn stuff up. They can leave us. They think they can leave us destitute. But no, those who believe, the real ones, oh man, we're gonna see some stuff happen that's gonna be like magic, miracles. I mean, but do what you can. I heard somebody talking about the rapture, and they tried to bring up Noah. Noah didn't get raptured out. Noah had to do some work. It took Noah, what, 100 years to build a ship? He was working that whole time. You see what I'm saying? He had provisions in that boat. He didn't just have animals. He loaded the animals, yeah. But what did the animals eat? So he had provisions. You see what I'm saying? He stored up some food and water in that ship. He had to build that whole ship by himself. He had to work. You see what I'm saying? So you can't say Noah got raptured out. That's not a good one. Then they try to say, oh, well, Joseph. Use Joseph as an example. No, Joseph wasn't raptured out. Matter of fact, Joseph was in prison. Joseph was a slave. God looked out for him. He had favor. Every time he got out, he was blessed and was elevated. But Joseph, when he understood the dream that the king had, when God gave him the understanding, then he said, well, we need to prepare. See, it's going to be 7 years of good and 7 years of bad. During the 7 years of good, we need to store up for the 7 years of bad. Joseph did some work. So no, that's not a good example. Joseph wasn't raptured out. Joseph lived through the tribulation times of those times. You see what I'm saying? Where people were selling themselves into slavery. Right? God used Joseph to provide for his own. That's right. So no, that rapture stuff is not biblical. You can't give me one example. You can say, oh, well, Elijah went up in the fiery chariot. You sure right. He sure did. And the Bible said he got to come back. He got to come back. And he already came back as John the Baptist, but I believe he's coming back again as one of the two witnesses. And Enoch, that's the only one. He was not, because God took him. All right, that's pre-flood. That's right. And that's the only example. And he was one person. You see what I'm saying? It's billions of people on this earth. You think God coming back to get one person? No. No, he's not. So let's share some ideas, guys. Because this stuff is happening, like, it could happen this week. It could happen this weekend. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? What are you doing? It's too late to plant the garden. If you don't have it already, it's too late. I mean, you could buy some canned goods. Canned goods will last, what, a good 5 years? If you know what I mean. Because they gonna flood some stuff. They gonna it's a dam up there. They say they claiming. See, this is the inside information that they say they gonna tear that dam up, and they gonna flood a lot of people. I was reading the scripture the other day. God said He returning to destroy those who destroy the earth. To destroy those who destroy the earth. Yeah, Trump is in on it, man. I don't believe he's a globalist. He's a nationalist, but he's a elitist. He's kin to, all the presidents have been kin. Even Obama, he was kin to at least six American presidents. So all of them are in on it. They're all family. So, I mean, even if they spat amongst each other, they have little conflicts amongst each other. And even when you study history, all the wars that's ever been fought, the kings and stuff knew each other, were related, and they were like, well, we need to have a war. And they'll give the reason what the war is for. And, do it like they playing a chess game. Just these people are expendable. We are expendable to them anyway. So what do you think, guys? Let's share some ideas. What are we gonna? One thing about it. Okay. If you haven't, they say the fires in California are radioactive. One thing about radiation, it gets in the grass. If you don't have a way to expel that radiation from your body, canned goods aren't bad. Wow, that's good. Yeah, I did see some 49 to 59 cent cans of beans and soup, stuff like that. I mean, that'll keep you alive, definitely. But radiation, it gets in the cow's milk. If you don't have anything to detox radiation, you're gonna die. It's gonna get in your thyroid glands. It's gonna give you cancer, fast spreading cancer. You're gonna die. So the iodine I talked about earlier that Alex Jones has, he's not the only one that has iodine. You can buy iodine, but his was pretty good. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I mean, just tell the truth. I'm not getting anything for this. I'm not. But I can feel different things. Lugos, iodine is good. So I could like my body's real sensitive. I could feel different things, foods, medicines, herbs, whatever I put in my body, I could feel it. If it's working, I could tell immediately. If it's not, I'm like I should do it. But Alex Jones, a couple of drops of that iodine, and I could tell when it gets in my bloodstream. I could feel it, so it was good. But you definitely want to have iodine to keep your body because the cesium, what is that? Cesium 37 or cesium 34? Anyway, your body mistakes that as um, iodine and it sucks it in and tries to digest it and it's radioactive and it destroys your body and kills you. So you need to flood your body with it. Uh, there's not many things that can detox. Drink plenty of water, yes. Plenty of whiskey. Wow, whiskey, okay. Whiskey is going to be valuable. You can trade that for different things. Think of things you can barter. Um, Detox. Cilantro. That's a real good detox to get these things out your body. These metals. I don't know many things that can get the metals out of your body besides zeolite. And it's not zeolite. I haven't been able to find it in any stores, any health stores. I went around. Online is probably the only place you can buy it. Yes, that's definitely bullets and ammo and alcohol. And so the zeolite under the microscope. Let me give you the whole story behind the zeolite. 1986, Chernobyl in Russia. There was a big nuclear explosion, some type of accident. We don't know what it was. They won't tell us, but we know it was nuclear in nature. And it killed a whole big area, a big radius. It killed a big radius of trees, and everybody was getting cancer. All kind of cancers exploded. People were dying. The animals, they have a sense that they would smell this area. The animals wouldn't even go in this area. They go the other way. They know something wrong. But the people were dying. The radiation was in the milk, everything. So Russia tried some of everything, trying to find out what could we do to save the people, keep everybody from dying from cancer, and to get this get this stuff out the system, out your body. One of the things that worked really well was the zeolite. And so they sprinkled zeolite all over the grass and all over the food, on every food. They mix it in the drinks, and it is an excellent detox. I mean, that's one of the things it does. I mean, you can use zeolite for to deodorant, toothpaste, face mask to exfoliate your face. But it's like it's made for the body. It's under the microscope. It's an octagon shape. Thank you, thank you. Under the microscope, it's an octagon shape, and it basically purifies the blood. Everything that's supposed to stay in your body can flow through the zeolite. The things that are not supposed to be in your body get trapped in the zeolite. And when you go to the bathroom, or when you sweat, when you go to the bathroom and do number one or number two, or when you sweat, the zeolite expels all this bad stuff. It's been known to get out not only radiation, but mercury, aluminum, lead, things that are really bad for you. Yeah, I saw something crazy like that. So the zeolite also it detox your body from drugs, chemicals. I mean, anything that's bad, free radicals. And you know, free radicals is what causes cancer, right? The zeolite expels free radicals. You do have to drink a lot of water. Wow, yeah, that's something. That's something. I don't know, man. If you're relying on any type of medicine, you probably need to stock up now. Because if you're relying on insulin, the insulin has to be kept cold until it's time to be used. I mean, this is one of these. This is some of the things you're gonna have to pray about because once the stuff hits the fan, these things are not going to be readily available. So, man, I don't. It's going down. It's going down. They want to see all of us in a shelter. They want to put us in a re-education camp. They want to put us in a new world order. It tastes bad. That's right, Cease. Yeah, God help us all, man. So I mean, we're here. Expect to be here until we're not. And Jesus is coming. He's gonna come and get us. But we have to get through this tribulation. We have to get through it. We just have to endure. So we have to know there is a song that country boy can't survive. We need to learn how to. Man, it's been a big fish die off. Okay, the flood has killed a lot of beef, killed a lot. I don't eat pork, but it killed a lot of pork, a lot of turkeys, and it's gonna work its way up the food chain. A lot of sickness and diseases are coming back. Bill Gates has released GMO mosquitoes in California, in Florida, and in North Carolina. Stocked up on ammo. Man, when I was driving truck, I used to drive truck, and I met some boys, pretty cool guys. And one of the guys was from Indiana, and yeah, we used to talk about a lot of truck drivers interested in guns and stuff. Country boys, stuff like that. So we used to talk about a lot of different stuff. And man, he said he said he makes his own ammo. And I have an uncle that does that. I was like, yeah, man. So we got to talking about that, and he was like, yeah, because he said, if they knew how much ammo I had, they'd probably come and arrest me. I was like, man, you probably got about 1,000 rounds. I was thinking that. I was like, that's a lot. He laughed at me, and he said, he said he had a room full of ammo from the floor to the ceiling. He said over 10,000 rounds. I was like, whoa, whoa. But then there used to be this guy named Bob Chapman, and he was in the military. He was in World War II. He died. He used to be on the Alex Jones show. He was a financial guy. But he was like, you'd be surprised how fast you can go through 1,000 rounds in a gunfight with fully auto weapons. I don't have a fully auto, but I was like, 1,000 rounds, shoot. He was like, man, you go through that in 2-3 minutes. I was like, oh man. So shoot, I see why in the Motorcycle Diaries and them other books that Ernesto Che Guevara wrote, he was like, don't waste your ammo. Shoot one bullet and run like that. Yeah, artificial freeze. I was watching a video on how to make a artificial stove out of a can, and I was like, man, yeah, man, you can make so you can heat your food up. It was real neat. I learned it. I know how to do it. Um, but yeah, man, I didn't know that. Shoot, man. So Ernesto Che Guevara, one of the best guerrilla fighters ever. He's like, when you're taking on, guerrilla warfare, you just can't shoot bullet for bullet. You're not getting a supply truck. You're not gonna get resupplied with bullets. Everything you get, I mean, you're gonna have to beg, borrow, and steal. That's unfortunate. So if we get invaded by Korea or anybody, Russia, China, whoever's coming, the UN, because all of them gonna be in on it. We're not gonna be able to just sit in one spot and just fire, round for round, because they got drones, they got night vision, other stuff. They're gonna tear you up. So what you got to do is just watch them. Watch them. When they're vulnerable, take a shot and run. And then if you got other people with you, they'll do the same thing. And as they start chasing you or trying to get you, the other people take a shot and run. That's what you do. And that's continuous. That's how they doing us in Afghanistan. They're not sitting there having no firefight with our troops. No, they shoot a couple of shots and get out of there. Because you know they're going to call in the birds. Hey, there you are. Coordinates, blah, 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 blah. And they, drop that bomb. Boom! Yeah, so if they invade us, we got to go into guerrilla warfare mode. Unless you want to just turn yourself in. Yeah, probably in California. California don't mind. California's on the other side. California and Mexico are together. They're against the U.S. They're against the rest of us. So they're not gonna come into Texas like that. No, nobody ain't gonna process them like that. Matter of fact, even if the Mexico police escort them to Texas, it's gonna on that border. It's gonna get dangerous. It's gonna get dangerous. Believe me. In Texas, men, women, and children are armed. Men, women, and children. So it's gonna get dangerous. Yes, you better go through California like they're doing. That's the safest bet for them. But once they get into California, they're gonna spread because then they, California gonna give them everything they need, driver's license and everything. Who was that? New Jersey talking about they finna give out driver's license to illegals. Man. So yeah, once they get in, they in. Then they can go anywhere. But coming through that border, it's gonna be dangerous. So guys, shoot, I mean, this is it. We just got to keep our eyes open. It's not gonna stop. Right. Right. I know I didn't get my first gun that young, but when I was 5 years old, they was teaching us how to shoot. We used to go down to the country. My granddad put his pistol in my hand. It was the first gun I was shooting, 5 years old. Yeah. So you're not afraid of them. Guns don't scare me. Just like a fork wouldn't scare me, a spoon or a knife. It's just another tool. A wrench. It's just another tool. A fishing pole. Don't scare me. I know how to use all of them. Yeah. So. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? This is it. This is it. This is it. The stock market rebounds today. Yeah, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. And Mexico was talking about they were going to give out 1 million visas. I mean, they making it easy for these people. I saw the credit card that they had. It could have been, it looked like a UN credit card, but it could have been a European Union. I was hoping it was, usually the wars don't start like that until like March. But they're getting geared up now. Man, March is a long time away. Now it's looking like it doesn't look like months anymore. It looks like weeks, maybe days. And it looks like they're gonna do some underhanded, sneaky stuff. So we just better be prepared, guys. Better be prepared. Um, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say because the East Coast they could hit us with some of that weather, and knock the power out for everybody on the East Coast. Yes, Metal Sheep, pray, pray. Yes, they could knock all the power out on the East Coast to where if they knock the power out, okay, the East Coast is out of the fight. They won't be able to use the phones, the internet. They won't get the information. You're not gonna hear it on the regular news. They're gonna be worried about trying to stay warm. They ain't gonna be worried. They're gonna have other things to deal with. Just like the people in California, they're out of the fight. They can't fight an invasion right now. They worried about where the next meal coming from, where they gonna sleep. Where my kids, where my wife. What we gonna do? How long we gonna be out of commission? So there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's all engineered. It's all planned out. It's all planned out. So anyway, guys, I didn't want to keep y'all too long, but Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Nah. Well, I take that back. A lot of the celebrities, they took an oath. They taking an oath, man. They, you see them throwing up the devil signs and all this stuff. They gonna go get in the underground bunkers. They got enough money. You got $20 million or more, you can get in the club, the good old boy club. You're not going. They going underground. They think they're going to escape. They're going to start this mess up and leave the rest of us out here to fend for ourselves. Now, my concern is like for the prisoners. What happened to the prisoners in California? Did any of the prisons burn up? Are they still the prisoners able to get food? In places that flood, they just let them die. They showed us the animals. Okay, the giraffe got left. Okay, but what about the people who people in the nursing home and stuff like that? Yeah, I mean we'll have to. We'll have to, because they're not coming to play. They coming to take over. They coming to take over. Oh, and the immigrants who had made it to California, the migrant army, they got on top of that gate, of that big old fence, and was waving Honduras flag. They not trying to become a part of America. They trying to turn America into Honduras. Shoot, man, this is what we're up against, and it's starting now. Starting now. So one thing you can always barter with silver and gold. You can barter ammunition. You can barter ammunition. Just make sure you have ammunition that's common. Why would you have, an uncommon weapon ammunition that nobody will likely not have? Yeah, it's unrecognizable. And it's going to get worse. I mean, I was just looking at some of the people driving through California. It looked like they were driving through hell. Fire on both sides of the streets and then smoke, and all that's missing was the screaming and the worms that eat your flesh. But the stuff is real. Stuff is real. So, you know, there's a lot of zombies out there. I wish they had woken up. There's a lot of people that's, when something happens, they just gonna sit there for about 10 hours just shaking their head to me. I can't believe it. But you should be believing it now. This information people have been trying to tell you for the longest, and you've been, oh, no, no, no. Well, you should have been listening, because now it's too late. I mean, get your last minute preparations in, because when it hit your city, as soon as they announce something's gonna happen, the store's gonna sell out. Water gonna sell out like in 10 seconds. Water and bread, flour, sugar, all that stuff gonna go first. And then whatever's left, you know what I'm saying? And in these situations, to where there's nothing left but like dog food, can you imagine that's all you have to eat is some dog food? Yeah, it's real. It's a possibility. You got people eating dog food every day because they can't afford nothing else. Yeah. So all of the politicians, if they play ball, are guaranteed a spot in the underground cities. They think they're gonna escape. A bug out bag, that's right. Because you might not necessarily, you might be on the highway when it go down. And you be like, man, all my provisions at home, my gun and ammo and food, everything's at the house. 20 miles, I can't, shoot, I'm on the highway with all these people. Gotta have that bag with you or something with you. Yeah, keep something in your car, keep something at your house, keep something on your person. Yeah, and credit cards, it's not gonna work. Debit cards, not gonna work. Cash will work for a certain amount of time. It'll be people who still want that, but dollars dying. They're killing it. Silver and gold is better, but alcohol is good. You know, anything people want, anything people want, you can trade for it. You know, people got food, but they have other needs besides food. If you got an extra pair of shoes, they may need that. They'll trade you some food for some shoes. But that's the thing. We just don't know. Alcohol, cigarettes, and ammo. Definitely cigarettes, because whenever hard times happen, the economy gets bad, the sale of alcohol and cigarettes always skyrockets. So that's to calm people's nerves, to self-medicate. They're gonna be looking for cigarettes and alcohol, I guarantee you. So whether you drink or smoke or not, somebody gonna want it. If you have it, they'll be willing to trade you. Tools. Uh, you just got to think outside of the box. Skills. If you know how to do some plumbing work, or if you're a mechanic, or you know how to, people would trade you or pay you, or do something just for your skills because you know how to do something. How many people know how to if they killed a deer, how many people would know what to do after that? All them feminists. Well, we gonna see. They gonna learn real quick. They gonna learn real quick. All this man bashing, that's gonna change real soon. But man, it's up on us. That's all I can say is it's upon us. I mean, it's nothing to. It's here now. Well, guys, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, if you're not in shape, it's too late to get in shape now. If you haven't stored up, you still have a little time to do that. But it's coming within. Don't think like, well, I bet in the next 7 years. No, no. Next 7 months. No, no. You need to be thinking like days or weeks, right? We ain't talking about no months out, no years out. No, this stuff is coming. It's here. You know, the signs are here. It's stuff in the skies. It's stuff that's happening on the earth. And it's stuff who people who are literally attempting to destroy the earth. So, I mean, we just got to deal with it. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and go, man, and appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe. We got to get the word out. We have to stick together and try to wake some of these zombies up. Some of the ones who be like, "Oh, that'll never happen." No, it may be. You definitely want to have some on hand cash. It's better to take it out a little too early than a little too late, because if you try to wait till it go down and be like, "Oh," first thing you think, "I better go get my credit card or my ATM and go get some money out the bank." No, you're not getting it. Yeah, don't want to listen. As a matter of fact, this is how serious it is. Venezuela has $550 million worth of gold in the UK, and they're trying to get it back. The UK told them nope. Told them nope. And it's like saying, what are you going to do about it? $550 million worth of gold. It's kind of like that. They know this stuff finna go down. They be like, well, catch me in traffic. You know what I'm saying? We finna fight anyway. Might as well keep all your money. Y'all not gonna get to see it. So, the banks are thieves. They've been caught laundering drug money. They've been caught doing a lot of stuff, making fake accounts with people. Oh yeah. So, we just got to be alert. Right now you have to be ready. That's gonna get you caught up. That's gonna get you caught up. But yeah, man, you definitely. So yeah, we definitely have to be on guard. Just think about it, man, because nowhere is going to be safe. Nowhere is going to be um, like holy ground. People are going to come in churches shooting. They're going to go to the mosque and shoot, see how many people they can kill. These are the invaders. They don't care about your way of life. They're going to bad guys. Anyway, sun's starting to dissipate. I'm looking at the chemtrailing. These fake clouds. I see one spraying over here. Anyway, guys, If I see anything or hear anything, I'll let you know. If y'all see anything or hear anything, do the same. And we're going to make it. We're going to be all right. Just don't panic. But we have to think. We have to do something. We just can't sit around on our butts and expect, everything to be all right. Thank you, Metal Sheep. All right. Well, Beyond Babbitt, your host, Brian Anthony, over and out.